I'm Cecilia, I live in Zurich and I love train travel, and I'm trying to visit all 1,720 public transport train stations in Switzerland. Back in May I spent the morning in Zurich, and then in the afternoon I headed to Morges on Lake Geneva to go for the next section of my hike across Switzerland, which will eventually take me from east to west Switzerland. Good morning. It's a ridiculously sunny day outside and I am off to meet my cousin who is visiting Zurich randomly, and we're going to get breakfast at a gluten-free place because he has to eat gluten-free. I am home. The window shutters are sort of half closed because it is a really warm day and I'm not really staying for more than a few minutes, although I have already been here for, I don't know, a little while now. I am going to quickly get together some food and stuff to take with me, and I'm going to catch the train and go to Morges, which is, I think, how you pronounce it, and it's where I left off on my Alpine Panorama Trail hike a few weeks ago, maybe now, like a couple of weeks ago, maybe more. Tomorrow is a cycling day, so I think like this is basically my only chance to fit in some of that path, and I've still got like 80-90 kilometers to go until I've finished that like whole thing that I started years ago. I did this whole hike in little sections, and this is the next bit. Probably won't make much progress, but hopefully some. And yeah, so it's going to take a while to get there. I think I'll be there around 4:30, which is late to start hiking, but isn't really late for me starting hiking. I just keep doing this. So yeah, I don't know if this is particularly smart because I've already had a very short night. Don't know when I'll get home tonight. Doesn't matter, I'll do it anyway. So yeah, gonna get stuff ready. My cousin who I met earlier, we like had a really nice time sitting around on a park bench and just chatting, catching up. I haven't seen him for a little while actually. The last time I think was probably in London, I don't know, 2021, 2022, something like that. So it was nice to see him. And he is now going up Uetliberg and then going back to Munich tonight. And yeah, I'll go in the other direction, I suppose, and go for my little hike. Right, I'll get ready. Definitely not hiking in this.
Brought back memories of the old days of road racing and pressing on towards the finish. Starting to feel the fatigue a bit.
I'm on train number 1 of 2 from Zurich to Bern, and as usual this one's going to take 56 minutes. Then I'll have a few minutes to change in Bern, and then from Bern to Morges it's going to take another hour and 29 minutes. And then I should be in Morges at 4:33, which I think gives me like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours to go for a little bit more of that section. Not really a hike, I think it's more of a walk, and I have optimistically worn my non-waterproof trainers, so if that's a mistake I'll just have to turn back earlier than planned. But for now, enjoying the lovely weather, and I'll maybe do some editing, but maybe I'll just look out the window. the second train. The view coming into Bern was so nice. It's such a clear day. So, I actually got the laptop out now. I didn't on the previous train. So I'll get some stuff done. Just arrived at Morges and I'm gonna walk a few minutes to the lake and then continue my walk. Forgot to say that this section that I'm trying to do today is like 8.6 kilometers, so it's not very far. The idea is just like to get a little bit more exercise in. I've like roughly closed half my Apple Watch circles and I'm really tired, so I was gonna go for a run today, but that's like not happening. So yeah, this is calmer. Look at that. I couldn't resist. This is sort of ridiculous because I'm at the start of my walk, not at the end. But last time I wanted to get ice cream here and I couldn't find somewhere in time that looked good. And this looked so good. Oh dear, it is melting. But basically, I've got strawberry and the flavor of the month, which is it's meringue and cream with berries, which is like a Gruyere area thing. And it looked delicious. And today is the last day of the month. So, yeah, I panicked bought ice cream. It looks so great. And I ordered in French. I'm very, very happy about that. And I'm at the lake now. Oh, it's just so good. That white mountain is Mont Blanc, again, like yesterday. I am a little over 4 kilometers in, which means about halfway. This whole area is really nice. Like there's this river that I'm walking along, but some of the path is quite tricky. Like not dangerous or anything like that, just have to pay a little bit of attention. Oh, and the train line is right here as well. Like a train's just passing, but you can only see it slightly behind the trees. Okay, that's the train line up there. This is interesting. I've just come from the path towards the right, and apparently the one to the left is where you go if that tunnel is flooded, which I do think might happen quite frequently. And also, it's absolutely nowhere in the forecast, but it's sort of starting to rain, which wouldn't bother me, except I like these shoes a lot and they're not waterproof. And I'll be sad if they get soggy. Arrived at the train station, and this ended up being 9 kilometers. And honestly, I'm pretty tired. The second half of this walk definitely wasn't as enjoyable as the first one, but the first half was pretty awesome, so can't really complain. And now there are lots of little birds making noise. I've only got a few minutes to wait, and then I'm catching a train to somewhere, Rennes, I think. So yeah, gonna have some water and just wait. The train just went through Morges, stopped there actually. I really liked Morges, I'd really like to go back. And that ice cream shop was so good. Definitely want to go back there too. And I am going right now from St-Prex, I think it's pronounced, I'm not entirely sure, to Rennes. And that's only going to take 13 minutes, so very quick. Then I do have 20 minutes in Rennes, which is rare. Like, this must not be that common a connection to take, because normally if it's a really popular route, then the waiting times are a lot less than 20 minutes. But I don't really mind. I think I might get a snack or something. I did have the last one of my little sandwiches, but I am a little hungry. But then I will have food at home. I don't know. Maybe I'll try and find some fruit or something along those lines. And then from Rennes to Zurich, it's going to be 2 hours and 15 minutes. So yeah, it'll be nearly 11 by the time I'm back in Zurich. Entirely self-inflicted this. I do not know why I do this. And it did take me a stupidly long time to walk 9 kilometers, but I'm super tired, so I shouldn't be surprised. Anyway, for now, I can still see the mountains in the distance across the lake, so yeah, just gonna sit back. So that train just leaving is the one that I just arrived on, and then my next train will be on platform 2. I could have just waited on this platform, but there is a shop downstairs and I just went to get a banana, but there's also a restaurant called the Pancakes Mafia, which does seem quite fun. But yeah, not really enough time to have dinner here. Or maybe there would be, but then I'd get home super late and I don't really want that. I really like the station actually. I think the modern part is very nicely done. The older part is really pretty as well actually. My only criticism would be there are not very many benches, which I don't really get. But apart from that, super nice. And it's so warm now, by the way. It does feel like thunderstorms are on their way, but it's so, so nice and warm. I really like it. On the train now, and it's getting darker out there, but honestly, like, the light lasts such a nicely long time right now. It's like great. These long days are the best, but they don't last very long. But I'm enjoying them while they are here. So it's now 9:15 and the sun doesn't set for another half an hour, which I love. So I get to have a view for a little while longer, which I think will be enough to have a view of Lake Neuchâtel, where I was yesterday. And I love those views, so very much looking forward to that. And for now it's just like through very beautiful green areas, so I will look out the window a little bit. And I was trying to sort out a reservation earlier. I might put that off until tomorrow actually, but I'll finally get some of the editing done on this train ride. I think earlier I was like doing a lot of planning in the end rather than editing, sort of trying to work out logistics for some travel days that are coming up. I'm going to Glasgow in a few days with my sister, which I'm very excited about. The weather is meant to be less than ideal and we're going to a festival really like for one specific concert, but obviously like we'll see what else is on as well. We're going to see Tide Lions live, which we've done once before and they were great and I love them. They're a band from Scotland. So yeah, anyway, for now I'll enjoy the views and then I'll see what I do with the rest of the journey. So it's definitely started to rain. We just stopped at Yverdon-les-Bains, I think you say it roughly. So, you know, there's like drops on the windows and stuff, and then there was just a huge flash of lightning along the sky to my right. It looked really cool. I'm kind of scared of thunderstorms, but also when I'm on a train, then I don't mind them because apparently trains are a safe place to be during a thunderstorm. Don't take that as a given. That's what I've read. I don't know. I'm not giving anyone any advice, but I'm not scared while I'm on a train and there's a thunderstorm. I actually think it's super cozy and fun, so I'd be very pleased if there's more of this. There was one time when I went through a thunderstorm on a train for like an hour and a half and it was great. Fingers crossed. The sky looks kind of scary. I just got off the train. I'm on platform 18, which is the one on the far side from where I usually enter the train station, which means it's like one of those places where the platform is pretty much also the pavement, which I think is really fun. And also love that this train is now going all the way back to Lausanne again. Because even though it's like 11 p.m, people are going home, right? And the weather is interesting. It is dry, good, glad that it's dry. And there is a lot of lightning going on. There's just like lightning flash after lightning flash. And my mum actually found a live webcam feed of a camera, must be on top of the train station or something like that. And there's a very good view of the trains entering the station. So I was actually able to see my little train from above, and it was really fun. And the angle they had there of the lightning strikes, that was crazy. So didn't have that kind of an angle, but I did see loads of lightning, and I do think it's fun to watch. But now I'm outside, or well, not right now, but I've left the train, right? And can't say I love being outdoors when there's a lightning storm nearby. I wouldn't say it's really a normal thunderstorm because there's no rain, but yeah, it's not too far getting home, so it's okay. It's very unlikely that I'll be hit. So yeah, but I like watching it from a safe distance. Back home now, and I need to, oh god, I do need to wash a few things in the sink as well. I need to put some laundry in on the quick cycle if the if the washing machine is not currently in use by somebody else. And I'm sure there's something else. Anyway, I'm tired, but I also need to have food because I'm still kind of hungry, and I don't think this is the sort of snacky hungry. I think I should actually probably eat something. So when was this? About a year ago, I didn't really eat a lot while I was on holiday because I was having a lot of fun doing other stuff, and I completely crashed. And tomorrow, the plan is, we'll see if this happens, but the plan is to go for both a cycle and a run. And the reason for this is because there's another slow up event. I love the slow up events. They basically close roads and you can go cycling, and it's wonderful. And this one is really far away, so there is going to be a lot of train travel tomorrow. Not so much in terms of having to change, just it's far away. It's 2.5 hours each way, which for the cycling is quite far. Apart from that, also I want to go for a run because I didn't do my progressive run this week. That the app says I'm supposed to do. And in 1 week, so 1 week from today, I'll be in Glasgow, and I want to go for a park run. And I know a park run is not a race, but I want to try and get a better time than a few weeks ago in Basel. So I'm trying to stay on top of the running. So yeah, lots of plans for tomorrow, but I do need to make sure that everything is ready for that as well. So even though it's late, I have to do some boring things, and then I get to eat, hopefully before midnight. So the thunderstorm has officially arrived, I think. It's raining quite heavily. I am about to have my absurdly late dinner, but I'm so hungry. I already had quite a hungry night last night, which wasn't very pleasant. So I do think that's needed, but at the same time, I'm super tired. But the flat is tidied up, the dishwasher's done, the laundry is in, the stuff for tomorrow is all ready on the table to be packed. So overall I think that's good, but I need to sleep soon. So I'll see you next time. Bye.